Hello everyone, I am Paul with many voices and welcome back to Prison Architect, the Grantless playthrough where in the last episode I built these two helipads down here, moved over export storage and garbage to here, which is only going to be temporarily, and I built and completed the construction of my protective custody wing. I actually turned off Fog of War to get the thumbnail, and I do that more often. This episode, well, I'm close to 20,000. This plot of land costs 20,000. Let's start. There we go. And as such, I am going to be planning a little bit. Because I want this to be the new wall. Then this. No. This obviously. And then this. Then 1, 2, there. A 7 by 7, like so. This is going to be the new place for the helipad, and as such, there and 1, 2. 7 by 7. So obviously gonna go 2 from the edge because that is my standard by now. It's been that for years, despite the fact that it's not really necessary anymore. I just have my preference. As such, nice 2 wide walkway around here. I say 2 wide, then I do 1 wide, and I'm gonna do my green energy production over here, my death row over here, because that is what I will be starting today, death row. And I'm gonna go with 1, 2 up to here, 1, 2. This is the area that I use for my criminally insane. As such, let me do objects. I'm gonna do this a little nicer than the original plot. There. Wall. With a door. This is the area where I'll have my exports meter and transformer with batteries. I'll do 3 doors. 1, 2, and no, 2, and 3 doors. Actually, I'll throw this door in here, remove that door, move this over to here instead, and make this a wall. I want my whatchamacallit to be moved, my helipads to be moved over here, and as such, I'm gonna start with a little fenced off area to save a little bit of cash. There. Demolish these walls and those. And I do believe that I can demolish all of this, and these two. As such, that in its entirety. Obviously, this in its entirety. There. And there. Why do I only have 59 prisoners? Let me check my intake. I mean, this is fine, but Excuse me? Okay, so apparently when I closed my intake for minimum security, I accidentally closed the intake altogether. I am researching death row. I have researched small cells already, so that is still happening. And we're nearing day 100. I've played this map for a full day and half an hour. Little bit insane, if you ask me. But I liked it. I like it anyway. So we're gonna build the fence around this place first, and yeah, this is gonna be fence, whereas this is gonna be overgrown wall. So let me show you in planning what I plan to do. I'm gonna have a little 5x5 room over here, which is going to be the parole room. 2, 3. Ooh, there comes my intake. So there's gonna be solitary, obviously, and I will have to remove the garbage here. And intake, intake, intake. Intelligence, informants, law enforcement. Aha, spotted. Protective. Now look at all those question reputations. Now I do have... oh. I thought that you would... ah, we do have 2 with 100% coverage, and I'll just activate the rest. So we get more prisoners coming in. Yes, having so many prisoners come in at the same time is definitely a massive cash boost. Also, daily cash flow boost. Oh, ho 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 ho. You. Annika? Yes. Oh. You. You were already done, and you're an law enforcement as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, those are 4 lives that I just saved. Yeah, the I will admit that my thing wasn't really meant for that much, but at least. Ooh, hey, you are. Oh yeah, my confidential informant, my cop killer is a confidential informant too. So yeah. I think I also want to start... I was working on my death row. So I have a large death row. I really don't need it to be this large, but I will have it anyway. 4, oh, not objects, but walls. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As such, I could use this for something else. But what? What could I do here? As this, I'm gonna move you down by 1. It's gonna be my execution area. And perhaps yeah, we'll have a nice big high capacity death row. Sure. And this. Huh. Guess I can get rid of this then. And put that stuff in here then. I could also give them their own water boiler or water stuff. Yeah, might as well. Might as well. Right, wall here. Okay. Logistics. No. Deployment. This is all insecure. But it's gonna be staff only. And what do we have? A burst pipe? Gee. A burst water pipe. Right here. Luckily not here when this thing is on. But my protective custody wing suddenly has a few prisoners in here. Oh, I know that. I see. Metal floating. Where are you going? Excuse me? And I will block this entirely in the hopes that nobody will pass through here again. Because you're technically not allowed to be outside here. There you go. Holy shit, that is quite a big burst. Quite a big leak. And it's sorted. Splendid. Okay, let's see. It's gonna take a little while to there. Dismantle and dismantle. I'm bringing the exports and the storage and the garbage back there. So, let's see. Garbage doesn't need to be that big, eh? Deliveries still garbaggio. And down here. Storage. Here. And the exports. Back in here. And clear out everything over there. I can and will also, therefore, demolish those two walls. As such. Excuse me. Fence around here, and around here. I already know how I want things done. Concrete tiles. Around here. Purely for the sake of symmetry. And same here. This connects to there. This connects to there. And purely for the sake of symmetry, there. Then gravel, which is a tile type I haven't used in ages. But it looks nice though, except that the walking speed on it is slow. but at least it'll work. Oh. And the rest will be stone, which I already put in here, but didn't do in here. Hey, that's the day. That is what you get when you do not follow my orders and stay in your hacking cell. You brought this upon yourself. As such, I have an idea that I want to try out. I'll throw a door in there. And I'll make this area staff only. See if that wants to work or not. Now, I didn't place the fences in as I wanted. 2. And up. And down. Like so, and like so. Then remove the planning here, there, there, there. Here, there, and there. Also, staff fence gate right here. Now I could just wait until I have 50,000 to research the offshore tax haven. I'm not going to. I'm gonna continue building. I will build a death row. Though I still have no idea what I'm gonna do with this area. Storage. Well, I could do storage up here and make all of this garbage again. And get the storage shelves. You know, useful stuff. Staff only. Everything here. For now. This needs to be all protective custody. So I don't want my protective custody out here at all. So my hope is that by making this zone staff only, is that I can deter my prisoners in protective custody to go out here. Because you are not supposed to be out. You're a snitch. Now something I can also do in deployment is assign how many cooks I want to have at any given place. So I'll have 4 cooks and 2 cooks. So 4, 8, 10. How many cooks do I have? 10. So I'll hire a few more. 5. 2 more of those. And 1 more of those. For now, in transports, what I'll do is toggle on all over here. Just revert it back to the way it was, because as you can see, my exports is filling up quite a bit. Despite the fact that I do enjoy seeing that, I don't know. Also, I'm getting no happy thoughts about the pathing in here. The original idea was kind of cute. But I'm gonna make it all stone. Did I put the door in? I think I did. Probably just wasn't delivered yet. Yes. Also, clear the planning from here. Speaking of planning, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and this 3, 4, 5. Then I have a bit more than I originally wanted, but it's nice to have green power. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eight, 9, 10. Yeah, I guess this will have to do. So, since I have such a huge backlog of trucks and garbage and exports, because none of that was getting exported and moved out, it's a little bad. Plenty of staffmeters. Oh, that is a problem. My staff doesn't have anywhere to go to the toilet over here. And that is something that I do like to add from time to time. A place where staff can go to the toilet in staff only zones. So what I can do is make this little bit a staff only zone. Well, a toilet here as well. As for here, I will have one here. Yeah. Okay, so I will add a staff door in here and in here, and then some walls. Thank you. So I'll get this sorted and that sorted. I think that ought to connect. This definitely connects. And we'll make this connect. Actually, this one isn't necessary because of this. Then I might as well have put one in here. Of course. There I should place one. This is a staff only area. So, let's just do that. Like so. That two, and that two. However, this is still designated as a nursery, so I'll remove that. But now I can say, in deployment, this area staff only. Assume that little bit will be staff only. That is already staff only. Pretty much any staff only zone where you put in the toilet, the staff will use that. And the more availability of toilets they have, the better. So having just a staff room over here is nice, but remember that your guards that are stationed over here will have to run all the way over to here in order to go to the toilet. And that is going to make them angry. As you see, my staff morale is not too high at the moment because their needs is food. But they do have some bowel and bladder needs and some warmth. Did I put a... Yes, I did put a... 36,000. Now, of course, I wouldn't have this much money if I actually paid attention to my intake before. So, in planning, I will have a 4x4 with a 3x3 and a 2x2. And the rest is gonna be storage. This is a pretty big, so storage, I could do this, this, and this if I did it differently than I do. 4x4, 3x3, and that. With of course a toilet. Okay. I'm pretty convinced that I can get this done like this, so let me start with just this entire gigantic building. But this is going to be an expensive building nevertheless, because not only will it have the electrical chair for 5,000, as you can see over here, it's also going to have nothing but solitary door, or nothing but remote doors for 500 apiece. Except of course this one and this one. These prisoners are gonna catch a little break because they won't be able to witness the execution live, but these prisoners, oh boy, I haven't done that voice in ages, so my voice is a little raspy from that. Oh boy. Yeah, that's what you get when you don't do it for a while. Right. Anything else? This was their yard. There is something that I wanted to try. In door 3. Right over here. An indoor tree planter. Yes, you can plant trees inside. So they are going to have a little bit of environments. Okay, so they are just not hooked up just yet in its entirety, because they are working around the clock to fix stuff. Exports has gone up again. Daily cash flow has gone up again. This is what I prefer to see. Now, prisoners. All these prisoners want to become medium security, but they can't. You. Question to which no one has the answer. Why did I not give them barred walls next to their doors like I was supposed to? Right, okay, so in deployment I'm gonna make this a staff only and deploy 1 guard. Hopefully, because the protective custody women will now need to go through a staff-only zone, that they won't. But that is just my measly hope. Did I eventually connect this to here? Yes, yes. Oh. Am I that idiot again? Where I gave these women the showers but not the drains. Somehow I always tend to forget that, so get this sorted. Please and thank you. All of the steel for this area, 3,000 for parole. Now the difference between early prisoner, or early release prisoner reward and the reform reward is that the early release prisoner reward is purely for a paroled prisoner that doesn't reoffend. And there are no negative consequences if a prisoner that has been paroled does reoffend. You just don't get that $3,000. Whereas the reformed prisoner release, the prisoner sits out their entire sentence, and they don't reoffend because they are reformed. They actually take a job, and that is something that you can then see over here in reform, release prisoner, like restaurant, cleaning agency, factory, construction company, and shopping mall. Pretty much just that. And the others, this is just 1,000, and if they do reoffend, then you get fined 5,000. What this is, I have no idea. Ellison. Ellison, you are in here. I want you to go in here for that reason. You are a gang member, supplier, and a green thumb. Sentenced to 13 years. But I'm making you a, no, not a supermax, a maximum. That high reform rate or a high reoffending chance is just no bueno. And we've got some tomato stew here. Speaking of, let me have a look-see. Policy. Ingredients. We are on the last bit of ingredients, and I think that we only get these for perhaps the restaurant. Okay, so when this door has been put in place, and this has been put in place, then my staff is going to be a little happier. Organic waste, organic waste, organic waste. So all of this is organic waste, which then gets set over here. Why is the vegetable allotment that large? That doesn't need to be the case. Oh, it is that large because of this. That makes sense. Okay. Nothing going wrong here. I think a shakedown is in order. Nah, let's not do that anymore. Fun fact, in the failed recordings because of my microphone mess up in OBS, originally I had Death Row planned and built over here. I had it built already, as this of course was the farming area. And down here I was working on planning out the protective custody. This also looked different, and the forestry was different because I do believe that the farming was extended all the way to the end over here. But yeah. Well, I think that with the fact that I can't really spend that much money at this very moment, I might just wait until I have 50,000 to start the offshore tax haven. I didn't mean to do that, but it just happened to be that case. And this still hasn't been put in. I think for that reason, I'm gonna hire a few more workmen. And I might as well hire a 4th doctor. Yeah. Okay, so suddenly a lot less money because of stuff. Well, since I know how I want to have that, I'm gonna put the helipads in the moment that this building is considered built. Because as long as this wall doesn't exist yet, this is all unsafe. Those are put in. Sorry about that. Just a little tired. Yeah, and just a vast majority of the customers, if not all of them, are now leaving, coming in through here, walking around and leaving. So I think that is still a thing. And I'm afraid that we're going to see a massive drop in... no, actually we still have a bit of civilian commerce. Guess I just don't understand how that... why this happens. I mean, they are just civilian customers. So yeah. Bit of exports here. I still think it's a funny thing. If you hold your control, left click on ground outside, and you see those green things showing up, that your guards are gonna rake that. That's a funny bug. So we see that somebody stole oranges to make booze and or drugs. They stole them from here. Also, I am most curious why carrots. My carrots weren't getting replanted. As such, just this once. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna plant my own fertilizer. Okay, just a few more things here. That has now been hooked up, and as you can see, he's taking a dump in something that wasn't there before but now exists, because I was kind enough to make that staff only as well. This is now going to be staff only. It will mean that one less person is going to be working in here, but that's okay. The rest still seems to be fine. Four, yes. Perfect. And I'm back up to 40,000 already. However, rather than sitting around waiting for 50,000 to get that, I am going to plop down my stuff. This is going to be expensive anyways. And yes, oh, I know that I didn't want to have this many... Come on. Come on! There you go. This many green energy production stuff, but... when you have the space and you have the money, you might as well. That is not an electrical cable, dude. This is. I know that this is unnecessary, but I'll do it anyway. just want to make sure that everything connects to the same grid. Eventually, because this is lovely. This is what I want to see. Meaning that this will go all the way up here, all the way into here. Since I have the cache, a transformer can be rotated, but it'll just flip to the other side, like this. And a power export meter. But will I need their own water pump? Technically I don't, because I can just run it through here. And I might as well do that. All the way around here. And for now like this. Because I'll probably build the cells on the outside and all of the interesting stuff on the inside, with over here the visitation, parole, meeting room, the chapel, and the yard will be in the middle, and the kitchen and canteen will be in the middle. They'll have a flower garden in the middle as well. I haven't planned any of that just yet. I don't even have it in my head yet, because this is a pretty much blind playthrough now. Let's see, how far does this extend? All the way down to here. Okay, then this, that's. This this is useless. Guess I can just throw in another shelf. So let me build the rest of the walls as well. It's all gonna be overgrown and ugly and beautiful at the same time. So for each of the doors I'm gonna have to spend 700, because while the doors will cost me 500 apiece, the remote doors, the servos that they need will be 200 a pop. So there. Servos will be here. Expensive, but necessary. Oh. Make sure to place them correct with their gear on the open space where the door will be. So I need 400 more there and there. And then this will go on into like so. Also, I had planned to toilet there. So yeah. I also happen to have a free wind turbine because of the green energy goal number 8 that I completed. So I might as well put that in as well. And now it's time to get the helipads back in. I have 2 available, 1 over here and 1 over here. And just to add more stuff from the Islandbound DLC, I'm gonna throw in the green lights and some red lights too, because it looks nice. Oh, Oh, money. Give money. There we go. And then red lights will be on the corners. Funny how sometimes my mouse doesn't register it's clicking, and sometimes a single click is registered as 5 clicks. Between 0 and 5. At random. So, going back to logistics and to transports. I will remove this and I will remove this. No, this. And inbound civilians, and all of this will be removed because this will be removed, that will be removed, and this will be removed. And then in here, that will be removed, all of this and all of this. Look at that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, I know for a fact that only minimum and medium security are supposed to have access to this. So I'm gonna keep it that way. And this area was supposed to be staff only. This is gonna be access only. This is gonna be staff only. That is gonna be staff only. That is going to be staff only, and this and that is going to be death row only. And trust me, once the lights are in place, you'll agree that this looks very pretty. It has to look good, not just function properly. Now you could argue on why I do have a double white fence over here, but not over here, and over here, or over here. And this technically does count as a double white fence. The mothers will most likely not dig out, so the protective custody still can. Over here. And the rest is just building on the places where people might dig out. And this is just for aesthetics. I have no other reason than aesthetics. I'm sorry. Oh, so here we see stuff being brought in. A workman is carrying ingredients. Large pipe in storage. Speaking of storage, let us do the storage shelf. Stepping stones, pallet in stow. Clickety, 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 and clickety, and clickety. Then a toilette. Monsieur. S'il vous plaît. Oui. I'm sorry. Speaking of toilets, might as well put them in here. And in here. And not in here. Then we'll get a drain. And a shower? No. That's something that I could potentially do. From my old DLC Archipelago, I learned that if you remove the shower from the cell of death row, that they will simply not take a shower. I also know from very early on, way back into the past, that if you put a shower in a solitary, that they will take a shower. I'm gonna give them showers in solitary, but they're gonna be cold showers, obviously. So they'll have to misbehave in order to take a shower. Okay, that works. Right, well then. Let me get the chair, which you sadly still cannot rotate, and the rest of the chairs. For the audience. Do I still have 2,000 left? Yes, I do. Because I need. That. Obviously. Obviously. Now let's see. Is everything connected to one grid in here? No. But it seems that this, and this is the leading bit. Because these are connected to it. Better yet, you need to go over to there. And I think it is time to do a shakedown. Once in a blue moon. Those thumbs that you hear are the installing of the door servos. And what I think I'll do is I'll give this their own security room, including a room for this. And oh, good thing that I did do a shakedown, because otherwise I would not have found that tunnel. But as I wanted to say, I'll give them their own security room with the surveillance area, and that is going to be for criminally insane only. And this, and I might hook it up to protective custody as well. How far are we in? Okay, well, I have a bit of money left, so let me make this all green and this all green as well. And even this. Slowly, inch by inch, tile by tile. I need 3,000 more. And if I was working with Savada Agnova, that would be a nice chunk of change. Not a lot of money that you would get from the contraband, but still a decent chunk of change nonetheless. There we go. One more benefit that having a second green energy zone is going to have is that, well, I'm going to be producing more green energy, so more to export, more incoming money. And right away, this power exports meter will be able to export 5,000 units of power per day, just like this one. But this one had to wait a couple days to produce enough. So yeah. I also want to have a couple more baskets. Laundry baskets. Just a few. Because I was afraid that I wasn't having enough. So, let's have a look. See, this is staff only, correct? Yes, let's deploy a guard and a guard. No, I want this to be this, but access only. And then these areas will be staff only. As you can see, all of those customers, except these, which for some reason are entering through here. I thought you were visitors, but I guess that visitor door is useless there. Okay. Now look at all of this. I really... Ooh, this is also very nice. Programs. Start and finish it already. Start the game already! We have a few doing this. Let's have a look-see. You're gonna fail. Oh. You're gonna fail. You have a very meagerly chance to succeed. But look at this. Failed, 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 failed. You already failed foundation education once. You're a failure. Look at how this looks. This is exactly what I wanted. I could even, and I think I will, just to make it look even nicer. I have only one tile wide of gravel and the rest be stone. I think that's gonna look even nicer. And guess what? Indeed, indeed. It's time to floor this area as well. I actually wanted to place the doors in of death row, but instead I get distracted again, just like I always do in this game. And so I need 480 to finish this. And I also need that. And I need this as graded tile. 4,000. Holy crap. But at least this can be finished. And that can be finished. And this area is going to look a little more aesthetically pleasing than the other area. Oh. $520. Bye, helicopter. I think that will look really nice once it's done. Once the stone is in. Ah. Exports 1400 all of a sudden. Bam. We're raking in the big money. Money, 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 money. That is my issue. And I do it on purpose. I complain on purpose. Because money. Can never have enough, can you? Go in here. You had a fork. You tried to do that with a fork. Silly person. Let me check my prisoners. So many want to transfer into maximum secure or medium security, but they can't. How much capacity do I even have? 38. No, 60. Then why? Why did you close? Oh, so the game closes my intake for me. So it's like, oh, we're filled to capacity. Let's not take in more. Because that would be stupid, of course. Oops. I planned my pipes all wrong. All sorts of wrong. There. Okay. Let's add a few batteries to the mix. Battery. Metallica would be proud of me. And let me hook you up to this. So this is the electrical chair. Okay, finish up the batteries. $41 short. $141 short. Thank you, compost fertilizer. There. Meaning all of the planning here can go. Now, the question is, did I? No, I did not. So let's. Did I? No, so let's. Does that make sense? Well, it should, because I show you what I do, but the way that I say it is not supposed to make sense. They have. Yeah, actually that looks very nice. I like it. I like it. Except I'm an idiot. And this, that, and that. So let me do that here too. As apparently this didn't have stone. Garden outdoor area. Okay. Sure. Sure, whatevs. We're almost done. 140 and... Huh. One more tick, please. One more tick, please. Thank you. Which means that in planning, I can definitely dismiss all of this and this. And that looks nice. And since I know where they're going to be, I'll dismiss those as well. Okay, we've passed the hour mark once again. I still need to make the beds and the floor and the doors, which is going to be expensive, but at least we're producing power and we're having that final financial compensation. I think I'm going to continue this in the next episode. So if you've enjoyed this, make sure to leave a thumbs up. It helps out a great deal. I am Paul with Many Voices. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all, excuse me, next time. Goodbye.